It's been a while because Joel Embiid had been out since January 30th up until the game the other night. It was great to see him back, to get the win. And now we have a game against the Miami Heat, as you've mentioned, with maybe a playoff preview or implications of seeding as well.
I think it's it's a complete playoff preview.
Because, one game playoff preview.
Because you're going to be, the play-in game is most likely, unless something really strange happens, it's going to be Miami and Philly.
Well, it could be. The Heat actually are tied with the Pacers and have the tiebreaker right now. So the Heat are actually the 6th seed. The Pacers, the 7th seed. The Sixers, the 8th seed. But all this can still change. I mean, if the Sixers are able to get off a win tonight, they're now just a half game back of Miami, and then we'll see how things fall out with the Pacers over the next couple of nights as well. So you still have that chance of getting to the 6th seed, but it could be a 7-8 play-in preview with the Miami Heat, and all of a sudden we're back to saying, you got to watch the Sixers game, you got to hunker down, you got to check out this game tonight, and that makes me happy. Like the Flyers, right? I was glad that we were finally starting to all come together and watch Flyers hockey every single night. I'm glad that we're going to have to start doing this with the Sixers again. This is the beauty of this time of the year because we have the Phillies basically every single night, especially last night. And then you have the Sixers and Flyers making their playoff pushes and hopefully deep playoff runs. It's great right now.
Okay, but here's the only problem is when we get built up to this excitement, what do we get? Joel Embiid, questionable to play? What?
What do you mean?
Questionable to play tonight.
Okay.
What? Why?
What do you mean, why?
Why?
And this is literally why I have written on the show sheet. I'm surprising you, John. I thought you were supposed to be the logical one.
Why? Why is he questionable to play?
Because this will be his second game back after his injury on January 30th that required surgery.
Okay.
So he played his first game. We don't know how was the swelling after the game. How is he feeling after the game? He literally said it on his post-game interview on TNT that he doesn't feel good.
Right. So what I'm saying to you is it's as the excitement builds, and we're excited for it might be the biggest letdown we've ever had also.
Yeah, whenever we find out the actual injury status, but I'm not sitting here at 6:03 in the morning.
I don't want to think of it either. But I'm going to tell you too, to beat the Heat, you probably need Maxey too. And I'm concerned about this Maxey thing now too.
Let me run this by you. Is this game so important to you that you're willing to play them through potential risk of further injury?
I'm going to tell you this. If Embiid can't go tonight, my concern about him really being back is high. It's on high alert.
How's it on high alert?
Because
they're going to ease him back into it because the playoffs are going to end up being more important. I get it. You would rather not be the 8th seed because you don't want to play Boston in the first round.
No, but at the end of the game the other night, he acted like he was really hurt and sore, and it's really bad.
Well, it also looked like it may have been the game shape. I mean, he played 30 minutes. You even said the other day you were surprised.
I was surprised. I can't believe they played him. They had to, though.
Right.
To get the win, you needed to play him. He was fantastic. But I worry about him. If he's not able to play tonight, then I worry about the viability of, is he really going to be ready for a playoff run? Am I really going to buy into this and say, or is it something that's going to take time? I don't knock him. If it has to take time for him to get better, that's fine. But when you're talking about buy-in from the fan base, I need to know that he's really back.
Yeah, but what did you expect? I
did expect him to play tonight.
I do think he plays tonight. I do.
Okay.
But if it comes out that, he's still recovering from his first game back, I'll be more bummed out than nervous about. I don't think Joel Embiid's going to look like the way he did before his injury, even in the playoffs.
And I don't expect him to be able to play to that level coming off a major surgery like that.
Yeah.
But I certainly expected him to be able to play.
One game.
No. Well, that's what it is. If he needs 4 days off before he plays another, I'm going to worry. I'm not going to buy in and go, you know what? In 10 days, he's going to be ready for the playoff grind. But I'm not going to buy into that.
I'm not expecting him to be really up for the playoff grind. But what he is, we even
How about available?
80%. Yes, but an 80% Joel Embiid is better than what you had.
No, I get you. I'm talking about available.
And
is he going to be truly available?
Come playoff time? They give you enough days off. There's no back-to-backs in the playoffs, so he's going to be available come playoff time. But they might need to ease him in. It kind of sucks that it's the Heat game tonight and not the Spurs game tonight, right? If the Spurs game is tonight, he doesn't play. Right.
Well,
and they let him come back against the Heat, and then he doesn't play the Grizzlies game or something
Right.
like that. But
And I
because
don't
the Heat game's tonight, we are hoping that he plays.
I don't expect him to play Grizzlies and Spurs Friday and Saturday.
He'll play one of the two, I would think.
Saturday and Sunday, excuse me. I expect him to play one. And then there's plenty of time. You've got the days. I'm concerned, though, as far as you say it with such confidence. Well, he'll be available in the playoffs.
Yes.
You said that. Joel Embiid, we have no such guarantee.
John, they wouldn't have brought him back if they thought that he wouldn't be able to play in the playoffs, right? They wouldn't have brought him back for one game against the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's not like that was the first time he ran.
I understand what you're saying. What I'm talking about is when he gets out, then they find out how healthy he really is. He may be in serious pain. And I don't imagine it's easy coming back off of a major surgery and what, 9 weeks off. I don't think that's easy.
But you're talking about how it's not easy, but you want him to play tonight.
No, because
you're almost upset that he's listed as questionable.
No, if he isn't playing tonight, what I'm telling you, I'm not mad at him if he's not playing.
I'm not saying that you're mad.
But what I'm saying to you is if he's not playing tonight, I'm not just going to drink the Kool-Aid and go, yeah, he'll be ready for the playoffs.
I'm not asking you to drink the Kool-Aid. I'm just asking people to be excited for a playoff game or a playoff round.
I'm excited to watch it. If I find out Joel Embiid's not playing at 5:30, I'm sorry if my excitement level's not going to be there.
If he doesn't play at 7:30 tonight at tip-off.
My excitement level for the is not going to be.
No, of course not.
Yay!
Of course not. We're talking about it right now with the idea that he is going to be playing tonight. But if it comes out that he's not playing, I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, here we go again. It's his second game back after major surgery, and he had to play extra minutes.
Nobody's knocking him. Or maybe there will be people who knock him if he doesn't.
I'm not saying that you're knocking him.
But what I'm saying is, it's not. It is absolutely going to go. Maybe he came back too fast. Maybe he came back too fast, and he pushed to get back in.
I don't know what the week difference would have made.
I don't know either. I don't know either.
If he did come back for the Spurs or if he came back for the Grizzlies, how much different? I mean, again, the team doctors would know. I think they screwed up the situation earlier this year with the Warriors.
Team doctors would know. Could you please? We watched Nick Nurse and the team doctors mishandle him earlier this year.
And I don't think
I'm not going to also bet on them knowing what they're doing.
I don't think they would allow a potential mishandling a second time with their star player. I really don't.